The impact of COVID and the cascading crisis in Sri Lanka has been felt by people, particularly by the most vulnerable segment of the population. You are embedded in a community. I do not need to tell you this, as I'm sure you might be affected, or at least surrounded by those who were directly affected. COVID pandemic has had an impact beyond the health sector, and the cascading crisis, including the recent economic crisis, has been hard-hitting for the people in the society. UNDP has looked into the multidimensional nature of the deprivations, and in fact, looking at 12 composite indicators, more than half of the Sri Lankans are said to be multidimensionally vulnerable to any shocks, and half of them do not have any shocks to climate-induced disasters. So if any disaster hits, they would have nothing to buffer their livelihoods. And when I think about the future of the young people, I really feel for them. Many of you are already in mid-career, and you'll be interacting directly with young people and counseling them for their future options. And in my own experience, when I am approached by young people for career advice, I actually struggle, because the formula that used to work for success is not certain anymore. Maybe in the past, becoming a certain profession gave assurance of success and economic stability. But today's world, we don't even know what that formula will look like. The most influential and successful people may not even have a university degree, and young people choose to have multiple jobs. So if we look at the skills required to navigate today's uncertain, ambiguous, and precarious world, many of the skills that are taught in schools are not often relevant, or I would say static. One has to nurture them throughout the lifetime. Vice Chancellor also talked about the importance of lifelong learning. And we have to have the ability to anticipate what is coming, have the ability to be agile, to be adaptive, and most importantly, have the ability to unlearn and learn new skills. Technology is evolving very fast. We have no choice but to adapt. In a nutshell, we need to be resilient. And these are the skills required for the 21st and 22nd century for us to navigate and thrive. In an ideal world, we should always have 4 elements interacting. We should find an intersection amongst those 4 elements, which are what you love, your passion, what the world needs, which is a mission, what you can be paid for, which is your vocation, and what you are good at, which is your profession. This is an ideal world. You should be working towards a point where all these 4 elements converge. Even in your small community, in your sphere of influence, let us continue to make a difference, because these small differences can move a mountain when our minds are set to move forward together and also aligned along with the SDGs and bigger aspirations that go beyond our community.